you make of this whole situation? Can't wait to hear your opinion on it.
Well, I look at it like this, and when I had this discussion, over the weekend, it was my father who kind of put me on this type of thinking. Nobody's thinking about how tough it is to coach the defense in this realm of where football is right now. Now, me being in multiple locker rooms, me being around football players pretty much my whole life, there's never been a person who I felt deliberately just do dirtiness or have a dirty hit too. A lot of these plays are just reactionary plays. Like it's just their instinct to, go hit or whatever. Even when I'm looking at this hit with Trevor Lawrence, I didn't necessarily see a lunge. Was the hit egregious? Absolutely. But from a player of the magnitude, when you have a game or when you see a clip like this, the first thing I'm saying to myself is like, well, what about me? What were these suspensions when I was playing? Because, hey, Alexa, hey, Siri, hey, Google, can you pull up, the season opener in 2016, Denver Broncos? I need all, bruh. Because, is it good to see where the NFL has gone? Cool. And you could kind of say, I'm a forefather of the hit taker. And nobody got suspended with this. Nobody even got ejected from these things. And to look back at it, it's one of those things that you're like, wow. But for Trevor Lawrence's sake, I'm glad to know that he's okay. But when I've been through what I've been through, I've never, and still, from an offensive player looking over to look at defensive drills, I've never seen no drill mimic nothing other than aggressive play. So how does a defensive coach now coach the game? Oh, no. That's too tough. Don't do that. Hold back a little bit. Even hits to the head or hits around the area, it's just something to just think about.
RC, you can go wherever you want, but I'm just curious. Do you feel like we're asking too much of defensive players to essentially police themselves?
Yeah, I think it's hard. I was part of it, right? I was the part of the team that kind of ushered in the league's, player health and safety policy. I remember one of my best friends was coaching with Green Bay in the 2009 season when all of these things started coming out, and he called me and he's like, hey man, this is just a highlight film of you and James Harrison, And so I've been through it. I was a part of it and having to change my game. And here's how I would say I would coach Azeez Al-Shaair on that play. I always did this. If the quarterback was running toward me and I thought he could slide or may slide, I would dive at his chest. And if I dive at your chest and you don't slide, then you hit and you're a runner and it's fair. But if you slide, I'm going to fly over your head and I'm going to